start, and you're either doing it or you're not doing it. Nobody wants to start. It's
So
one of those things where you just do one thing at a time.
really, one day at a time, one day at a time.
Yeah, you can
All
do
right.
anything.
Okay. All right. All right. So first things first, you know what it is. First, I
Yeah.
humbly bow before you. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
First things first, I salute the divinity in you. I
You as
respect the
well.
divinity in you. Thank you for showing up here with the infinite creators. Let me just see. Let me just get this going. Oh, I don't
Nice.
want to show that. Yeah, I don't want to show that
You
right
know
now.
how Vortex works, though?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I didn't even know you before none of this, and it's just like I followed your page, and here we are. What's up?
I'm like, where'd you come from?
Right? I know, me too. I'm like, I came from somewhere. I don't know. Seriously, I don't know.
You came from somewhere you don't know, huh? So,
Yeah, I came from somewhere. It's like a special place, though. It's like
there you
nobody's
go.
on. I mean, I feel like you are on, the same. I call people like us the elite.
Okay.
I do. Not that we're better than anyone.
No, I get it. I get
It's just, we're doing different things.
Yeah,
We really are.
yeah. Creating and evolving.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So, take me to first things first. Lil Fit Vibe. How'd you come up with that?
Well, I wrote down probably like 200 different names. I was like, what do I was just trying to, because I just was kind of, I'm an overthinker.
Okay.
Lately, I'm trying to let it go and flow to me. It's been working. I'm not kidding. I keep talking about it, but it's working. So I'm gonna keep working it. So, I just said I want to motivate people and motivate myself.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm going to start an Instagram page. This was about 2 years ago.
Okay.
So I would say, 1.5, 2 years ago, about. And I just decided to do it. And then I just started rolling with it. And now it's out of control. And I am her. And I am Little Fit Vibe. And I picked the right name and everything. I'm formerly Bad Kitty. I'm still Bad Kitty. I'm still Bad Kitty. But, I'm Little Fit Vibe,
There you go. So when you think of Little Fit Vibe, I have a brother and he's like all about, fitness, and he'll tell you that that's his whole life.
Your
know
brother?
what I mean? Yeah, my brother. And he's got his brand is called Bars Up. And he's in San Diego, but it's like religious for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that. Yeah. That's his life. But when you came up with the name, what sparked it though? That's what you said. You were Bad Kitty, and then you tripped.
Like I am a vibe, I'm a vibe, like and I'm obviously like I'm big, but I'm really little. I'm a teeny girl, but it's okay because I don't necessarily want to look more masculine, but I don't think I'll ever give that vibe off. That's not what I'm just doing this for mental too. Everything, I like your brother, like I'm obsessed too. It's everything to me. I'm going to the gym no matter what. I go 7 days a week, sometimes twice. I was the most active member for 3 months.
Okay.
Like in a row, number one. Somebody named Patrick A beat me for the number one spot. I'm choosing this one. It's okay. One day is nothing. It's nothing. But you got a mindset. That's nothing.
Okay, so now you jumping into mindset. Where does this mindset come from, and how did you get this mindset?
Okay, so I've always been positive, always been smiling. I think it was about probably 6 months back. I was struggling, just, I don't know. Now that I started Little Fit Vibe, so back, I'm just always evolving, changing, growing, learning, everything. So I was feeling like, my heart was feeling heavy about some things. So I started doing motivation, also then led me to Tony Robbins.
There we go.
Then Tony Robbins led me to Jim Rohn.
There we go.
Jim Rohn led me to Tony Goggins. David Goggins. Oh my God. Okay. David Goggins. That's my dude. I love him so much.
I got to check him out. That's the only one you named I didn't know.
Yeah, David Goggins. He is a beast. Okay.
I got you.
Stay hard. Stay hard. You know what I mean? And I love that dude. So it's like all these different motivators, and then I just kept listening to it. I haven't watched TV It's been, I think it was the other day, I said 4 months, but it's been like 5 months, 6 months. I haven't even watched TV. I'm on a path that doesn't really fit in right now, but I'm not saying, you know, after relaxing and letting it go a little bit, I'm sure a movie would do me good right now. You know what I mean? Just to keep my mind off everything, to keep everything coming to me, you know, not like suffocating it to death. But I don't even watch TV. I'm just very driven right now, and I see where I'm going, and I don't even really necessarily know exactly where that is, but I know it's somewhere, and it's amazing. And I'm already going.
I see you. I was watching one of your videos, and you were talking about the smile on your face.
Yeah.
And you said you did this. How did you do that? How'd you do that?
I just make myself happy, and I just do it. I do it. It comes from me. You know, I want this. I want better for myself. I stopped drinking about 2 years ago. And I just said,
for you. There we go.
I said to myself, you know what? Okay, so this is great. Like Bad Kitty. So another one of my nicknames, Patron Princess. She is the best. She's the best. She's coming out again.
She's asleep.
Patron Princess is asleep for good. So it's good, you know. But it's like I've done that. I did that. But I'm a waitress. So back in the day, you know, it's totally easy for all of us. We get off work, we have, you know, drinks and stuff. You just unwind everything. You know, I'm totally good with that. And I love it. I love it. I never thought I could be here. That's why I always say, don't give up. Don't give up. That's my biggest thing. I say that to all my friends and family. I'm just like, don't give up. They're probably like, shut up. But I'm just like, do not give up, because I would not be here right now feeling this good, receiving all this good, and just knowing all this, everything's coming together. It's because I'm a good person. I try my hardest. I'm a hard worker. Everything. It's just, it comes to you when you give it out.
Okay. So what was your motivation?
To stop drinking,
to be positive, to take control over your life, to realize that something had to happen. What motivated?
Well, I would say let's take it back. So we went 2 years back. Let's take it back 4 years ago. Okay. 4 years ago, I was I was drinking every night. I was crying every night. I would just drink, you know, and then go to bed and work a double as a, you know, waitress again the next day or something, you know, work a wedding. You're exhausted. You do the same thing. It was just a pattern, and it was a shitty pattern. And I'm like, and I'm sitting there like, what is going on? I would pray to God every night, but you can't lead, you know, you have to want it yourself. And I was just like, I'm worth so much. I really am. Like, I'm worth everything. And I now, being this far, I'm like, I'm my biggest asset. And the only reason we don't succeed, I feel, is because people give up, and people are around negative talk, even in their own heads. Everything is negative. We have to get out of that. You have to push yourself. Have to push yourself. I mean, you're the only one. And I was listening to a little bit of your guest yesterday. Was it Thirst? What's his name?
Thirst Things First.
Thirst Things First. Too good. So he was saying something about, I'm trying to remember. He was saying, what was he saying? He's driving the bus or something.
Yeah, he's driving the vehicle.
I say it's funny as hell, because I always say I'm the captain of this ship. Okay. Me.
Master your fate.
That's why I'm always having a good day. I'm going to have a good day. Every day is going to be great, because I'm running the ship. I'm running the show. Even when I have a table that sits down at my table, they want to get all, you know, a little crazy. I'm like, I'm the captain. We're steering her back. Right? It's that easy, but that hard. But I'm like, no, we ain't doing this. I'm the captain of the ship. We're going. We're sailing. You know,
so
we gonna make it.
So the law of attraction. What's your take on the law of attraction? Because Sam wants me to ask you that.
Okay. Sam Spirits. He's always asking me. What's up? What was the question again?
The law of attraction. What's your take on law of attraction?
So yeah. My take on it now, okay, so I've always been positive. You think about it, you're like, oh, like I'm gonna have this. You try and think, like, say if you want, money, like I want money, money. Well, apparently, if you do that, it suffocates everything to death. You don't receive it because you're resisting it, okay? So I didn't really understand that, but it's, it's you. For me right now, I'm relaxing. I'm trying to just relax and take a deep breath and keep positive thoughts. I listen to a lot of the motivational videos. Just keep yourself on the right track. Do everything you have to do. I work out sometimes twice a day. It's every day I work out, but you take care of yourself. It all comes to you. It is law of attraction. What you're practicing, what you're doing. I started doing trading currency, learning to trade currency. So I'm investing in myself. So what am I going to get back? I'm going to get back that because I'm doing that and I'm investing in it, in myself. I'm going to get that back. With that being said, I've started to relax more and it's been coming to me. My team has been interacting with me more and I'm more in the team now. They know my name. I'm like, Dane's baby. I'm in there. I am in the team. We're all taking each other and on the Instagram, we're all learning from each other. I'm learning more. I can sit here and actually tell you things about that I didn't even know. I joined 4 months back. Now I'm talking about it. I'm learning it. I'm doing it. I'm going to be a trader. I'm not going to be waitressing in a year. I mean, it's amazing. Like everything I want is coming true because I'm making it happen and I'm speaking it and it's going to happen.
There you go. So
nobody's bringing me down. And guess what? Especially number one, I'm not bringing myself.
Facts. So what would you tell somebody who's moping around and they don't want to work out or they don't want to go get it? What would you tell them? How would you get them? How would Little Fit Vibe get them going? You know what I mean? What would Little Fit Vibe say? Because you got a lot of energy. So I want to know what would you say to somebody if they're dragging?
I don't know. I'm like, what you doing? What are you doing? Like, what's up? You want to get some energy and feel better about yourself? Let's do this. Invest in yourself. You got this. You have it in here, but you're feeling down from all the stuff that's going on, from things in your life. If you keep thinking about that, what do you think's going to happen? You keep feeling it. Well, stop. Just stop being your own worst enemy because it's all you that's doing it. You're making the choice to say like surf Facebook all day instead of do something productive with your time. I mean, I still, even myself, am trying to be more time management because I'm so hard on myself, but we do all this pointless stuff all day. And then people go, I don't have the time. You have plenty of time. You have plenty of time. You take away 8 hours of the day, you still have that time. Even if you work 8 to 10 hours, sometimes I work a double. Just work it out. You got this.
And you still go to the gym twice a day.
Look at me. I was miserable 4 years ago. Like I was just smiling, but I was like, F you. It's all in here. You got to find that fire, I mean, you really do.
And you still make time to go to the gym twice a day?
Yeah, baby.
How?
I'm working today. Today was my day off. So I went earlier. So I'm going back later. I mean, I'm going back. I want to go back. I know the things that I'm doing that also. So David Goggins, he does, do all the shit you don't want to do.
There you go.
Because that's where all the shit is that it's all the road you don't want to do. Be accountable for yourself. Have discipline. Do all that shit. Have a good mindset. F everybody else. You got to get your shit together. And like I was saying with like the Facebook, I'm like, oh God, I got to delete this crap. But it's like, you get like caught up in it, and I like showing off too. I like, what's up? Like,
so,
it's like, I'm like, you got this. Don't give up.
That's cool. What about so you were going on the page and you were back and forth, and you started talking to me about Esther and Jerry Hicks.
Yeah, right.
And
So
Abraham.
I got led to her. I don't even know how. The universe like smashed me right into her because, like I said, I went from Tony Robbins, and then Jim Rohn. I love him, and then even Jim Rohn. I believe it's Earl Nightingale. I think
Love
that's
Earl Nightingale.
he's
Yeah.
the shit too.
Yeah.
All these people, like, they got so much to say and so much amazing stuff, and I'm like, oh God, why didn't I know all this before? But that's not the point. This was my time right now. It wasn't before. It was now. I wasn't ready then.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready then.
No, you have to be ready for the information when the information comes. If you're not ready, it's gonna go over your head. I remember when I thought Tony Robbins was a quack until I got into him. You know what I mean?
I was like, he's kind of a cult leader. I'm like, oh, I know a cult a little bit.
Everybody used to say Tony Robbins was whack, but Tony Robbins is legit. He's legit.
Well, I mean, he makes a lot of sense, but then you get thrown down onto Esther Hicks, and I'm like, Tony, I mean, I'm gonna have to give you a rest because right now I'm practicing this, but I'm still in with his stuff. It's like I feel so good. I want to keep doing it, and I have rough days all the time, but I'm still, just like I said, I'm the captain of the ship. So I mean, actually, when I say that, I don't even really have rough times. I have rough moments. Okay, I have rough moments, but I get through them. And then I'm like, what can I learn from that moment? Because sometimes you kind of feel like you freaked out about something, or something took you off your high flying disc, as my girl likes to say. It's like, I'm getting back on my disc. I said it earlier. I'm like the only, I'm receiving and amazing things are happening, and the only one that can take me off of that is myself. So that's the biggest thing. It's really hard to stay calm and through this whole entire life situation, but you got to do it. You got to find a way.
Yeah. Sam wanted me to ask you, what do you think about dieting?
Diet? Well, funny facts, I developed a gluten allergy a year back. So my diet is very gluten-free. So it's a lot of protein, but I do a smoothie every morning. I've done it for 5 months, 6 months, maybe, every single morning without fail, because I'm very disciplined. So smoothie every morning, it makes you feel good. Plus, I need the gains,
you about the gains, huh?
Definitely, it's all about the gains and getting the gains. Finally.
So give us a go-to smoothie that you make that's quick and easy for the infinite creative.
I like almond milk, because milk is just not really that good for you. Of course, right now I'm like, anything that's gluten-free, give it to me, because I need the gains. You know what I mean? But the smoothie, I like almond milk. I put Greek yogurt in there. We need some walnuts for your brain. And then I like to do the dark berries for all the antioxidants. I basically jam all that in there. Cucumbers have all your nutrients for the whole day, apparently. So throw cucumbers in there. I mean, peanut butter. I just do it all. I like that. Find what works for you. But for, I like the almond milk as a base, because you need, and the Greek yogurt, because that has the protein. But, the breakfast, I think, is your most important meal of the day. And since I force myself to do it, it gets easier. Everything gets easier when you keep doing it and practice it. But definitely, smoothie central.
There we go. So you said you're learning how to trade. What are you trading? Bitcoins, silver, gold?
It's currency. So I'll take the currency. Yeah, absolutely. You want to join the team, you contact me. You contact me. You know what I mean? We got a whole bunch. But our team, we like the gold chart, gold and USD.
Your team, what's your team? Tell me about your team.
Matrix Millionaires.
That's what it is?
That's we all have a very elevated mindset right now.
Okay.
We're all lifting each other up, and it's all about being the smartest you can with your investments, your money, yourself, everything. We're awesome.
Sam says it's Forex, though. Is it Forex?
It's Forex. Absolutely. All right. Definitely.
There we go.
It's amazing. Yeah.
It's amazing. And And have you learned a lot since you
Oh,
joined?
I've learned so much, and it's, I like it too because it's also, you advance as much as you want, as fast as you want. You have to study it and learn it. I've already done all the lessons, but you don't just learn something one day. I mean, it's trading is a risk. But I'm learning so many things, and the most important thing is I believe in myself. And I'm sitting here, I believe in myself so much that I'm like, you can do this too, everybody. Like, you can do this too. This is not, that's why I am too. I'm like trying to get a team, over here with Forex. My team's out in London, which is fine. That's all good. But it's like, I would like the team out here. We can make some money, but it's people are scared.
Yeah.
A lot of people are scared. The person who reached out to me, Scott, shout out to Scott, he's on my team. I know, right? I love him because he brought me in. He's making all my dreams come true over here. Like, I'm gonna get
you're making all your dreams come true.
Yeah, right. He gave me like the little door and he said, here, or he said, here's your opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, I want to get a team over here, but people are nervous. So when he reached out to me, somebody said to me, well, you don't know how to trade that. And I said, but I can learn. And they kind of just stopped. And I was like, exactly. Like, what do you mean? Like, I believe in myself. You can learn anything you do. And that's why I said, do anything every day. Look at me. Do anything every day. I'm killing it over here. I'm
Consistency.
Consistency. Yes, everything. So it's like, I am going to do this one way or another, but it's, I'd like to help other people reach their maximum capacity too, or maybe not maximum, because I don't know even what I know I'm capable of even more than this, but I cracked into using more, more of whatever I'm working with in here, which is energy. I have drive. I'm enthusiastic. I'm ready to go. I'm positive. I'm like, whatever happens, let's do it. I'm so I got this.
So you were talking about your smoothie every morning.
Every
right?
morning.
So is there any rituals that you do, or is there any, like, can you take us through like maybe a day? What your day starts like? Give us what your routine
is.
My
day starts like, I wake up and I feel like this is obvious, but I thank God. I feel like a lot of the people that do the same thing that we all do, we thank God. We're like, thank you, God. And I'm like, I'm gonna have a great day. I'm like, I set myself up. I set my day up. I'm like, this is how it's gonna go down. I'm like, we're on it. This is what's up. I'm the captain of the ship. We're gonna have a great day. It's happening. I know it's gonna happen, and I make it happen. So the whole day, I'm just ready to roll. So I get up, and then I start, doing my motivational videos. Lately, I've just been listening to some music, though. My hip hop and R&B, Fabulous, and Tinashe, and all my others. But it's like I like to just get in a good place. I've been going to the Blended Berry. Shout out to the Blended Berry. Born. I really like it there because my blender had broke. So I've been getting peanut butter and jelly, add the plant protein because I got the gluten allergy. There's gluten in everything. Yeah. So either way, I've been just getting it there, but I've been getting a 16 ounce. I mean, I have a lot of it. I need the gains. I'm not kidding. I need calories and calories. It's like ridiculous. So I usually work from 10:30 to 7 at night. So 10:30 to 7. So lately I have been waking up too at 5 o'clock, going to the gym in the morning because lately it's been a little bit crowded and we have a little bit of a limit. So I just, better safe than sorry. We wear masks and everything, but if there's more than 10 people in there, I'm kind of set with it. So in the morning, I go to Anytime Fitness. Shout out Anytime Fitness.
You shouting everybody out?
Gratefulness.
You showing okay.
It's like I couldn't do it without the help of people. I'm good to people that I come in contact with. People are good to me. I just want to motivate people. I want to help people.
Yeah. You definitely got the energy.
Yeah, I know, right? And
Yeah.
I do drink C4.
Okay.
I won't take them out because
Stop.
I do want to shout out Nike because I was reading
Okay.
some of the clothes. I want to model the clothes. So it's like, hey, what's up? You know, I've been fitting it really good.
A lot of hard work though, right?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
absolutely. But
Okay.
it's like but I love it because I see the results. I mean,
Okay.
I'm in there like, yeah, baby, you know, I'm pumped. I got my like, you know, like earpods in, and I'm like, you know, I don't even sometimes when they die, I'm so focused that I don't even notice they're not in. Like I'm just, you know, I have a mission.
Yeah, you got to
I have
have
a
one.
mission.
So
What?
you know the infinite creators love to read. So
Yeah.
is there any books that
Oh,
you've read?
You gotta get the David Goggins Can't Hurt Me.
Okay, all right.
You have to. That's
Okay.
the one.
So was there a particular book that changed you or made an effect on you and or impact on you? And what was it?
I mean, that book really did it. You know, he's been through a lot. You know, he's pulled himself out of a lot of dark moments. I mean, you can't get much better than that. I mean, he's gone through it all, and you know, I'm very empathetic and I feel that and I sympathize, you know, with the pain that he's been through. I mean, just he's so inspiring. Like I pretty much just like fell in love with him and I don't even know him. I'm like, I love you, you know, I love you. I'm like, Davy Goggins, and he's like, stay hard, screaming at the camera. You'll see him. He's awesome. He's awesome. But I really recommend that book. I really do. I have been trying to get into reading more because the Audible on the phone is cool, but I do want to, you know, exercise my brain a little more and, you know, buy a book.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, do you have any recommendations that just personally for me from you, because that would start it rolling more?
As far as reading, yeah, I've got tons of books. I mean,
Well, I mean, do you have any specific like recommendations for me?
hold on a second. I have to turn around a second. I mean, I know. Well, I would recommend.
You can get back to me.
I want to say I would recommend this, but you don't need that right there.
I don't. I really don't. I got that.
You don't need that. So I'll tell you what. You probably don't need this either. See, you don't need the stuff that I'm on because you're probably already on that. You know what I mean?
I kind of am, but I love it. You know, I can still, and that's what I like too. I can still learn from those books a lot.
Well, yeah, I'll email you something that
that's great.
Whatever I think you could have. So, what would you tell, let's say, a 13-year-old low fit vibe before you even became low fit vibe? What would be the advice that you would give her for her journey in the future?
For her journey, let's see. You are your biggest asset. Okay, it's all you. Don't go down other roads chasing other things. Chase yourself. Chase you. Chase what you believe in. Just chase you. That's literally chase you. Find out who you are, what you want to be, who you want to become, all the positive things you can do with your life. You know, chase you. Don't chase men. Don't chase other things. Don't chase, you know, the drugs, the alcohol, all the things that you think, you know, are kind of cool to do, you know, because it really doesn't lead you anywhere at all. You know, chase you. You're your biggest asset. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Love yourself. I want you to give yourself self-care every day. Like you fill your cup up till it's overflowing, and then never, ever, ever give up, ever. Yeah, I kind of want to cry.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Don't you ever give up, girls? Yep.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, it's like I've come so far, and I'm just, you know, I love who I am and like where I'm everything. I'm loving it. So.
Yeah.
You know,
you should love it. And I don't think people, you know, like Verse said last night. He said people would say thank you to somebody for opening the door for them, but they would never tell themselves thank you. You know what I'm saying? They would never tell themselves, I love you. So I understand self-love is important. And I try to teach my kids, you love yourself first. You're never gonna love anybody until you love who you are.
Yeah.
So that's a big one. And I definitely, but where'd you learn this?
Well, I was just, thinking one day. I'm just like, I'm like, what is what's the cure for everything? Well, guess what? It's self-care and it's self-love. Everything else flows with it.
So what would you tell people if they said you're a narcissist, or you're narcissistic, or you're conceited, or what would you tell somebody?
Conceited. I got a reason. I start spending money to them. No, I'm just kidding. No, listen, I just, it's like, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to be the best I can. Okay. So if I'm not building myself up, if I'm not loving myself, if I'm not taking care of myself, I can't give shit to my mom. I can't give shit to my brother. I can't give shit to my little nephew who means everything to me. I can't give anything to my friends, family who needs advice, who I'm trying to help lift up, because I get heartbroken thinking of everyone going through everything. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody. So guess what? I'm sitting there watching everyone, not take care of themselves. And I'm like, you know what? I got to take care of myself. I got to lift these people. I got to help somebody. I got to do something, for myself and for other people too,
So when you decided you wanted to, because clearly that's your purpose. You want to motivate.
Absolutely. Create your purpose. Create your purpose. I did.
And how'd you
be too?
How'd you know that though? How'd you know?
I don't know. It just came to me.
It just came to you?
It just came to me okay. So I remember we saying 2 years back, I started the fitness page. So, my boyfriend at the time, I was drinking. So, he wasn't speaking to me because of that, but he was saying I was getting down on myself, my past. And he said, another one of my shout outs, ready? Gary V, love him. So everybody out. Gary V, I love him. So it's like he sat me down. He said, look at this motivational video or whatever the hell it was. So I'm sitting on the end of his bed, and I'm so negative. For me to think about my attitude at that point makes me feel, some type of way, because it's I'm sitting there feeling just this means this is awful. But then something clicked after, and I was like, you know what? If I want to get ahead, stop thinking about the past. Drinking ain't it. So I was like, I'm not drinking anymore. So I forget it. So, but it's also, I've done that in the past. I stopped drinking for a couple weeks, and you just drink again. Cause like I said, wait till you get off work, you're over it. Yeah. It's I'm having a shot. I serve people drinks all night. I'm having drinks myself. So, I said, I'm going to stop drinking. And then I said, I'm going to make the fitness page. What name can I do? Then I started thinking of the name. And then like I said, I wrote down the names. I wrote in a notebook. I'm writing all these names. I'm Little Fit Vibe, bang, came to me. Got it. We're in. Started the fitness page. Then I just started, posting and doing my thing, and then just living it and being it. And I am it. I am it.
You said it all. I mean, in order to do anything, you have to be it first.
Yes, absolutely.
And when you say you're being it and you living it, and then you say, I am.
I am it. I am it.
And the only person who can use I am is you. The only person who can use I am is me. And people don't really understand what the I is, but I salute divinity. You know that.
Yes, definitely. I'm so happy I came across the page. It's too funny. Because I said, you know what? I'm about what he's on. Subscribe,
We appreciate that. We appreciate it. Humbly bow before you.
Yes, absolutely. It's my pleasure. I'm loving it.
So what does Little Fit Vibe see herself in the next 5 years?
Oh God, the possibilities are blowing my mind. I mean, I'm either modeling some fitness gear. Either way, I'm going to be trading on some sort of, obviously we're going through the whole pandemic thing. Once I feel more comfortable, going somewhere else, it's like I see myself on a tropical island trading my currency, chilling out for a little bit, so like doing my fitness thing on the water. That's just maybe even a vacation of mine, but I see myself just doing all the amazing things that I want to do and try and lift and motivate people as well. I mean, I do want to be a personal trainer too. I mean, I have all these ideas rolling, but it's also just trying to relax and see where the universe takes me, because right now I am just receiving. I am. It's happening. That's why I'm using the I am, because I am.
There you go. How has Little Fit Vibe been affected by the pandemic? And what advice can you give people? Like, it's hard to work out if you're in the house all day. You can't.
That's true, but you can still do it, because when I first back last March, when I'm a waitress, so I just started at a place, and then they were doing takeout, but since I was just kind of previously hired, I wasn't doing takeout, so I was just at home. So it was about a month and a half of me being very depressed. I was just like in bed. It was like Netflix is my life. I was like, that's all that's happening. We're not. I was just really upset, and I was freaked out. I was probably driving my girlfriend crazy, like trying to, like, I was just like with the germs, like just freaking out because you weren't used to it. It's like now I'm used to it, a little too used to it. So it's like the pandemic, affected me in the beginning, but after that month and a half, I said, you better get your ass up. It's like, what the hell are you doing? I was like, I literally said, are you letting your gains disappear? I was like, what are you doing? I was literally like getting worried. So I was like, you know what, F this. So I started doing my lunges, my squats, my ab videos, whatever. I have the ab video on the ab video that I did, I think, during the quarantine, on my A Little Fit Vibe YouTube. So I just was like, what are you doing? So I just started back at it, just going for it. And then I just never stopped. I started going back to work because we opened back up. And then I just kept going. My gym opened back up. I kept going to the gym. And then friggin' number one, most active member for 3 months in a row. And this last month, I'm number 2. But I'm okay with it.
There you go.
You know what I mean? It's like, got to share the spotlight with someone else too.
So how do you get the momentum?
I just know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. I'm like, get up. Just like Jim Rohn said, if you knew where I was headed, you'd be up early too. Or, you'd be doing it.
No, I get it. I mean,
it's like, I'm not necessarily an early bird. I'm up by 7:30, but I've been getting up. I got up at 5 and 5:30 2 times because, I'm like, get up. But now it's easier. It is speaking it out because it's happening. It's just getting easier, And also for, practicing law of attraction. I don't know if Sam's still on. Don't keep talking about your struggles. You're done with that. We're doing this. Everything's getting easier. We're rolling with it. We're working towards it. You're doing it right now. You're doing the best you can. Relax, take a deep breath. Even right now, I'm all hype. I'm like, yeah, like from this, I'm like pumped because I have the energy. It's like I'm feeding off of you, and it's like I'm having a good time, So I need to also settle down so you can, take a deep breath and get everything flowing again, without you getting too crazy. But it's like, just relax a little more about the things you want, and they'll come to you a little bit easier.
But if you're passionate and you're excited about what you want, then you're going to have the energy to go get it. I mean, you should jump out of bed excited. You should jump out of bed.
Well, I'm like, what's going to happen today? I'm like, what's the good shit, that I don't even know about. I'm like, what's up? And again, when you're doing all the work, be prepared for the miracles to come in. Just be prepared for miracles to show up in your life.
What about if someone said, what about balance? what would you say if somebody said, well, that's not realistic, maybe you're out of balance? Because there's people who say, oh, Chris, you're just too happy. Chris, why are you just too happy? I say, because I choose to be happy, and that's
absolutely. No, like, this is what's up, this is how we are.
And that's my attitude. You know what I mean? And I know attitude is the magic word. But what if somebody said, well, she's out of balance? What would be your response to that?
I'm like, okay, well, I'm on my high flying disc, balancing just fine. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing pretty good. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? I'm doing amazing. Like, and that's what I don't like. You know, I don't like that. I'm very feisty. You know, I'm very feisty. So it's like, people come at me wrong. It's like, like, you know,
bad kitty. We don't want to see bad kitty. We don't want.
Yeah, no, bad kitty was worse when she, you know, it's all good.
No, leave her where she is. You know what I mean?
No, bad kitty. That's great. Yeah. No, we'll keep it. No, we're not helping people. You know, it's all different now.
It's all about making gains, right?
Yeah, gains. And I say gains for everything. Gains mentally, gains physically, gains, you know, financially, gains in every capacity.
So how would you help someone say, so I come to you, let's just say I'm gonna I'm a young girl, okay, and I'm just going through a rough time, and I don't know where to turn. What kind of advice would you give me? I'm like maybe 15, 16, 17 years old. You know, there's the internet, you know, I'm having problems at home. I don't know where to turn. There's drugs out there. There's everything out there. I come to you and I'm seeking some advice. What advice would you tell a young girl who's looking for some advice?
It might feel like it's over right now for you, you know, in some type of way. You might feel like you're stuck, but you're not stuck. You're just going through a bad time right now. You know, you're going through a bad time. You can get over this. I always say, don't give up, because don't give up on yourself. Seriously, don't give up on yourself. I don't know what kind of hard time this person will be going through. You know, if it's just a hard time, like with their parents and they're in a safe environment, of course, that's always the best thing. You know, if you're in an unsafe environment, you know, definitely, I don't know. I want to put myself out there. Reach out to me, like Little Fit Vibe on YouTube. Comment on one of my videos. Like, I'll help you. You know, I'll try and be there for you as much as I can. But if you're, you know, in your, you know, safe spot, you know, just go into a quiet area and sit with yourself. Get off the friggin' phones. Don't pay any attention to your girlfriends, especially none of those boys, none of that crap, because literally nobody knows what they're saying. Seriously. And you don't even know kind of what you're saying either, because you're just starting out. You're young. You don't understand that there's more out there, more for you. I didn't know that either. I had no idea. You know, I was just thinking, you know, you think there's just no way out. You think you'll never be happy. You think there's never any hope, but there always is. And I always pray to, you know, my higher God or whatever, you know, I believe in. You know, I pray every day and just look inside yourself again. Maybe write out some things in a notebook. Write all the stuff that you're feeling worried about. Write it and get it out on your notebook, and maybe you'll start to feel better. And then you can start to change your mindset, because if you're constantly feeling like, oh, I'm feeling this way, like I said, you're going to constantly feel like that. You have to, you know, find something that gives you joy, something. I mean, Eve, this sounds wicked silly, but I've been looking at this picture of my cat. She's like so comfortable in her bed. And I look at the picture and I just smile, and it brings so much joy right from my heart. It's like weird. So it gives me that, like, clearing of that bad energy, you know. You know, it's all up to us. Like, we got to bring us out. You got to take yourself out of that. You got to do it.
Okay, so you brought up a couple of things. You said you talked about spirituality for a second. What's that like?
I'm talking about everything. I'm A to Z to B.
I'm just saying, you touched on that. Well, I can remember you touched on that. So take me there then. Take me along your path spiritually. What was it? was there anything spiritually that happened that caused you to be like, okay, I'm gonna do something different?
I
There
I'm
was
not
no come to Jesus moment or anything like that?
um come to Jesus. I love it. Well, no, I mean, I was just praying a lot to that guy when I was struggling, and he's probably like, put down the drink, girl, It's like,
But a lot of times people don't even like, like I said, I salute you, because a lot of people won't even say that. You know what I mean? They don't even admit that there was an issue here, or I had a problem, or this was
yeah.
wrong. People, we don't usually like to see ourselves in the mirror. We
That's why I
hide.
like to say, hold yourself accountable. It's like the biggest thing, like hold yourself accountable. Like you said, the young girls, like, like the young girls, hold yourself accountable. What do you think? What do you think? Is there something maybe you're doing that can change around your situation? Something you're not doing right? Can you change something about yourself? Are you not being truthful with yourself? You have to hold yourself accountable.
Well,
Once you do lay everything on the table, then you're just kind of like, I'm a new woman.
yeah, a lot of people, it's kind of hard to face yourself in the mirror a lot of times.
Yeah.
People don't like to do it, and and you're talking about taking responsibility for yourself. A lot of people don't want to do that either. It's easy to blame someone else. It's
Yeah.
easy to blame someone else, and as long as you're blaming someone else, then you're not going to change anything.
No, not at all. It's just like a sick cycle, and you don't even realize it. And that's why, I'm a motivator and stuff, but sometimes you want to be like, oh, you're doing it to yourself. You're just like, you're doing it to yourself. Like, I have a lot, people that are like, a lot of people say, I want to work out with you. I'm like, well, you know where I'm at. I'm literally at the gym. Like, I check in every day. I check in on Facebook. I'm like,
stop playing, huh? Stop playing.
I'm like, again, I'm gonna, post a picture in a minute. Like,
stop playing. They're for play, huh? They're for play. They're not for real, huh?
But it's cool. I see my friends that are working out. It's cool.
They
but
tell you that
I'm just insane. This is my life now. I work out 7 days a week. Like I said, I'm going back tonight, and I'm gonna have an even better workout because we had such a good time. We like I'm really excited. I'm like pumped. I'm probably gonna like bench press the bar off the thing. Like, I'm just pumped, and so I'm ready with the energy flowing. I don't even know what's coming to me, but I'm ready when it hits.
Okay, all right. So where can people find you on social media? You said you're trying to cut back on it, but what are you trying to do with the channel? What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna be on the Instagram. I'll be there for life. No, but you can find me on Instagram at Little Fit Vibe. It's gonna be at LIL_FIT_VIVE. That's my main account, and then you can find me Little Fit Vibe on YouTube. That's just, I have a couple motivational videos about different things. Like I touched on the post-traumatic stress in one of my videos because I do suffer with that, but everything, I don't know everything's getting better. Everything, my post-traumatic stress, my anxiety, like everything, it's all getting better because I'm making it better and I am making it happen.
You've taken control over your life.
Yes. That's a perfect. Yes, I really did. I did. And so that's what I mean. Take control of your life. Maybe I should write a book. I'll name it Take Control of Your Life. But seriously, it's amazing. I love that. I've always wanted to write a book.
Yeah, well, you should do it. I mean, I think you have a lot to offer from your experience. Seems like you have a lot to offer and a lot to share, and I'm glad you're sharing it. I'm glad you're out there.
Me.
Oh no, it's my pleasure to have you. If there was something that you could tell all the infinite creators out there, right? If you could leave them with some advice, right? If you could leave them with some words of wisdom or some parting words, what would you say to the creators out there?
I'd say to the creators, keep creating, but I want you to just love yourself some more. Give yourself some self-love. Like, I feel like where I'm at right now all started with self-love and self-care and just taking care of yourself and making sure you're okay in here. and everything is feeling okay. And it doesn't always have to feel all okay, but you need to address all your stuff so that way you can start creating even more and create everything, not just, one thing. You can create infinitely.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
there
do that.
Go.
Self-love. Take care of yourself. You're your biggest asset, and you got this. And don't give up.
Facts.
Yep.
Facts.
Don't give up.
I humbly bow before you. I salute the divinity in you. I respect you. Don't forget, guys, to check our channel out. If you guys come in and you come back, and anybody looking at the stream, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Little Fit Vibe. Thank you for coming to the channel.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking the time out with us, and anything we can do for you, we'll be here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's it. I mean, I respect the divinity of you. And until
my cheeks hurt. That's good.
Hold on. There was something else though. I remember. So you were on a live, but you said you were taking classes.
Oh, well, I do. We do like Zoom classes with the Forex.
All right.
So me and my team, we go over the different charts.
Okay.
So we do like an hour class, a couple times a week.
All right. So if you guys want to get into Forex, or you guys want to get into trading, hit up Little.
Oh, well, can I shout out my Forex Instagram?
Shout out whoever you want to shout out.
Shout out to my Forex Instagram. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to my team, Matrix Millionaires. We're doing big things in 2021. We already were doing big things in 2020, but I mean, y'all see Bitcoin taking off, right?
Yeah.
Don't sit back. Don't sit back and do nothing. That's all I gotta say. Don't do that. So, anyways, at Bright Future 83 is my Instagram name. So I got a bright future coming to me.
All right. Don't forget to join the group on Facebook, the Infinite Creators. Make sure you get in that group. Yeah. Check it out. And anybody out there who's listening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until the next time. Peace. Take care, Little Foot Vibe. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
All righty.